catch up for me on that back straightaway. Get ready, GT3, get ready. Close it up there on the back of the field, please. .50 kilometers per hour on the clock. Green light, green light, green light, go, go, go. Alright, they're off here. Let's see if they make it through turn 1. So far, so good here. Looking back at the leaders right now, it's Kurt Moss with the whole shot, followed by Oswin Wilson. Then we have John Green coming up, followed by Mornay Duploy. Matthew Titus here is getting attacked by Cale Van Roper on the inside. There's a 3 wide almost coming down the front straightaway there. On the rear end of the field, it's going to be Christian Rajnath to Tavar Clark now. And as we look back here at GT4, they're not even around the turn just yet. Oh, someone touches the wall there. Did not get to see who it was. I think it's Matthew Titus now. Come on, GT4, keep it together. You guys gotta go. You guys gotta go. Keep it up, keep it up. As GT3 are well on the way here. It's almost a lap down, or half a lap I should say.
Yo, make way for Jane, make way for Jane.
And look at this 4-way fight now for P1. Alright, GT4. Go, go, go. They're off now, GT4, a little bit of spread out, but they do get going now. Looking back at the top of the field, oh, look at this. The fastest guy is Christian Rajnath is making his way through the field here. He's already up into 6th position, and he's seeing Wallace now ahead of him. But I don't want to look away from this fight at the front here. It's a 4-way fight. John Green having a look on the inside of Oswin Wilson. Oswin trying to stay up here with all of them doing 2:16s. Beautiful racing here now by the top 4. Kurt Mosto with the fastest lap. Mornay going a little bit wide there out of turn 1. And he's going to lose base now with John Green. Let's look right with John now. Up the mountain they go, ladies and gentlemen. Up into Quarry's Bend. Oh, just had to come off the gear there. John Green, but look at it. Oswin Wilson now is pressuring Kurt Moss for this first position, and Kurt did not get to put that many laps in. As a matter of fact, he did quite a good amount of laps here, the highest laps being 50. Ooh, Machine Wallace now seeing 8th position. I think he touched the wall again. How much more can this McLaren take as Roper and Titus are going at it as well here for 6th position. Christian Rajnath has been released.
Sorry.
Ooh, Titus with an issue here now. Both McLaren looking pretty banged up. I was about to say. Does get going. Taylor now with an issue in 15th position. That's going to be 7th position for the GT4s. He does get going again. So Oswin Wilson has lost just a bit of time here to Kurt Moss now. Position. We've got a fight here on our hands. The McLarens are sandwiching this Audi here. We ride now with Titus. And he's gaining on him. The slipstream working very nicely for him here. And he's on the inside, Titus. He holds that line quite well. And looking back here at Kale, it doesn't seem as though Kale has a bit of damage I can see on that car. Tavar Clark down there in 9th position. But the teammates here seem... Ooh, Kale! You can see him losing that car there now. And even more damage sees the Audi. Closing that gap even more now to Kurt Moss. Kurt Moss might be regulating the pressure here, but I'll tell you what, the top 3 has made it way clear from that guy in 4th position, Mornay Duploy. On the outside, John Green is having a look now. I dare say the Guinness car is working here at Bathurst. If you can remember back to, I think it was 2019, they brought it home for the British car company.
Akan dia pada later.
First time we can hear it. And this is where Oswin Wilson is strongest. They've got cars now ahead of them. And he's got a lift. You can hear him lifting as the GT4 car there is in a peculiar position, and he cannot get to the brake just enough. He's managed to hold on to the position though, as John Green did have that GT4 car to the left of him. So John actually could not have gotten by. Oh, even more traffic now. Kurt Moss has to navigate through, as well as Oswin Wilson. No, that person got in the way there, did they? It's Joshua Brady and Jaden Harrison. What a challenge in this race this is. Now, John Green with all that pace, where is Brady going to go? He's on the inside, comes in contact with Oswin Wilson. And he's gonna lose that position now to John Green. I did tell them they need to be smart about the way they overtake, as these GT4 cars are still in a race. And now Oswin sees 3rd position, but Mornay, who survived that altercation through the back markers here, in a better position to attack Oswin now. Meanwhile, John Green has been let go of that, has been released out of 3rd position, and is fighting now for that first. He's going for it, or can he? 7.3 seconds now to raw per tab. He said earlier, this track is beautiful and nice, but still scary. So I wonder which one he's got going for him. Clearly the beautiful and nice is working to a particular function here. That's Michael McName for his 2nd race here at CSRO. Oh, Javon Edie and Javon Taylor, can't see them right now, has got some issues. But Kurt Moss is approaching this guy here, Michael McName, who's in 2nd position. As you can see, John Green is gaining on him now to the dipper section. And this is the challenge they face. They got to get across Michael McName, but Michael has also got to remain in a predictable position. They do get by. What kind of pace does the Bentley have? Oh, look at him gaining on that Mercedes. He's going to cross him over, and he's got him down the back straightaway. Conrad Strait here is playing to the Bentley. John Green goes ahead. This is devastating for Oswin Wilson in terms of points, but we've got 46 minutes left here on the clock. Kurt Moss is sticking with him. Right now with Kurt. Oh, John just runs it wide there, misses his break-in point, and now Kurt Moss goes ahead. They come into contact with each other there. And Kurt just said, "What was that, John?" As they go down the front straight, the mountain straight actually. John Green is having a look on the inside still. He wants to plant that car there, but he doesn't have the right to do so. Oswin Wilson now sees second position here behind John. And look at this. This is a tight battle we have here. Some of the most experienced guys at at CSRO. Oswin Wilson nipping at the bud here of that Bentley. Meanwhile, this has given him an opportunity, Mornay an opportunity to catch back up with these guys. Robert Tab there coming in contact almost with Mornay. Mornay now sees Oswin Wilson, and now John Green gets back up under Kurt Moss. Yo, I don't know if they can keep this up for 44 minutes, guys. Who's gonna break first? Who's gonna get out of this first? I don't know. The pressure is intense here. Kurt Moss knows it now. He knows where that Bentley is stronger, and he's trying to plant his car in positions that is going to make it very difficult here for John Green. Where John Green needs to be strongest is coming off the top of the mountain. Kurt Moss just runs it a little wide there, while John Green runs it short. So he's going to lose some time now to Oswin Wilson. Lost the position in Matthew Titus here. Losing a position to his teammate. He's almost losing the rear end of that car. They're holding it down, the teammates in 6th and 7th, and it's a lonely 5th position for Christian Rajnaut now. As we look forward, it's a bit spread out here for the top runners. Oh, Ozzy sliding that car through Quarry Bend there. But he held on. These guys are in top form, I tell you. Some of the best racers here in the Caribbean. You're getting to see it right here live at CSRO. Hit that like, subscribe button right now. But Kurt is no fool, I'll tell you that much. If he has to go by, he will let him go by. Ooh, a little bit oversteer there from John, so he's not going to be as close as you want to be, or will he? Right now with John. He's gaining, but as White is trying to be there, Kurt Moss tried to put his elbows out. They go neck and neck into the chase here. They switch back. Where is Kurt Moss gonna go? He goes to the outside. John Green moves over. That is in his right. As Oz now is right up under that Mercedes. I'm excited. This is enjoyable. I'm enjoying this. This is fun. Right now with Ozzy. Kurt Moss here, it seems as though they had a great exit there against Ozzy. Ozzy's not as close as we switch to Kurt Moss now. Kurt not letting that Bentley out of his sight. John glitched there, and I wonder if that was just for me. Oh, and you see, this is where Kurt Moss is loose. He's not strong through this section. The Mercedes is not strong through this section. And once the Bentley is able to stretch its legs, that's it. Look at where he is now to Oswin Wilson and Mornay. And look at that Bentley running off into the distance here. Unfortunately, as it stands, Oswin is going to lose this title. But there's still got a lot of time left to go. Oh, and Michael McName is passed now by Jaden Harrison. The Aston Martin goes into second position for the GT4. Michael trying to stick it up on the inside, but he just is not close enough. Oh, look at how slow these cars go up this hill. I feel so sad. Well, you know what? They do well in this. They do get elevated into the GT3 classification for the next championship. That's how it works. It's Anna Adam here. He did sign up for this championship from the beginning, but like I said earlier, he did have some computer issues. He's now back in it finally. Good to see that. At least we know we might have him for the rest of the time. Anna Adam now goes out. And in the Porsche, the only Porsche here running for the GT4s. I'm not sure if he can make it back here. Where is he on track? He's not really in a bad position here. But he's got to watch himself here now. I'm not quite sure what has happened there. They're going to have a yellow flag in this sector. And he's in a good position for now, so as race director, that's quite alright. While Jaden Harrison still holds on to this first position, but very close behind is Raul Pertab. Remember, Raul did go into pit lane here. And I'm not quite sure if Jaden did take his pit stop. This race has truly separated the men from the boys. Unfortunately, we've lost Mornay in that because he was up here at one point as well. As Machine Wallace pits, I can see a yellow flag here from Matthew Titus. He's taken this McLaren out. Well, you know, McLaren Honda, and need not say anymore. So Machine Wallace did take that pit stop. He's now back in the race here in 6th position. Meanwhile, Mornay Duploi is right up under Christian Rajnaut. John Green goes into the pit lane now. I thought for a moment there that he got passed, but no. John is the one, and Oswin Wilson is calling out to Kurt Moss to push on this lap now, because he knows he's got to try to overcut on John Green here to get the points that is needed to win this championship. Mornay Duploi does get that done. He does go ahead against Christian Rajnaut, but Christian comes back now. Fight for 4th position. Oh, he's dipping into pit lane. There is Christian Rajnaut. Meanwhile, John Green coming out of pit lane. That's 40 seconds there on the clock. Remember that, because we're about to see either Kurt Moss or Oswin Wilson produce a pit stop here. As a back marker, Michael McName tries to stay out of the way here. Oswin Wilson does not want to be held up here. coming up against some more back markers here. And Oswin will want to get away from this as fast as possible. It seems as though he's lost some time, but will he dive into the pit lane? He thought about it. Oh, he's had to go overtake Jaden Harrison now into the pit lane. All right, let's stay with Oswin Wilson here. See how long he takes in pit lane. Where is John Green? He's about 30 seconds behind the leader, actually. No, behind. This is a relative, so he's behind Oswin Wilson. Oh, he's got about 10 seconds to play with. Is that for real? I don't believe so. Oh no, John Green just do a good job. Oswin Wilson did lose time here. Or did he? No, it's about 2 seconds deficit to John Green. He will have a lap of fresher tires though. And Kurt Moss now with about the same 30 seconds here. 30 and a half seconds. Unfortunately, he's got to do better than 40 seconds in the pit stop. Got to do better than 30 seconds in the pit stop. And where is John Green? I think I can hear GT4 cars ahead of him. He's just gotten past Joshua Brady actually. Oswin Wilson is he's going to want to navigate through Joshua, and he does get by quite easily, I might say. Kurt Moss though, down Conrad straight now. Will he take it into pit lane? He's got 30 minutes before the pit lane closes. And of course, if he does not take that pit stop within that time, he's going to be disqualified. Look back now at GT4. Raw per tab is some 14 seconds ahead of Michael McNabe. Quite comfortable here in the lead of this race for the GT4 classification. Michael McNabe has got about the same amount of time. Oh, as Oswin Wilson is going to try to get by. Where will Michael be predictable? Oh, he's not letting Oswin by. He's going to run into that wall. Almost comes into contact with Oswin Wilson. Oswin running a very tight line through there. Michael McNabe, just hold on to second position, but you're having a lot of issues here, Michael McNabe. Look back, Joshua now with issues in third position. Here, Harrison gets going again. Gets going by rather. And maybe it's because of this back marker in Javon Edie. But Brady losing out on that third position now. And Kurt Moss is in pit lane, ladies and gentlemen. He does get going again, but John Green goes back in the lead now. What is his pit stop time? It's about 40.5 seconds. It's still about the same here. But as it is, advantage John Green. 3.4 seconds is a lot. Meanwhile, Kelvin Roper and Tavar Clark has got each other as company here for 8th and 9th position. Audie's not performing quite well here on the mountain. Michael McNabe goes into pit lane. Matthew Titus and Machine Wallace holding it down for Team McLaren here. 6th and 7th. Gonna pick up a nice heap of points here. Jaden Harrison goes into second position now, ahead of Michael McName as Michael is in pit lane. He's gonna lose a couple more. Oh, he's gonna lose that third position. He's gonna, sorry, Joshua Brady's gonna go into that third position now. And he does get going again here, Michael. About 50.2 seconds there for the GT4 classification, is it? Or maybe that's just his pit stop, but this is your race leader here for GT4. And this is a great fight. Oh, Christian Ratch not getting held up here. A little bit more. As Mornay, I don't believe Mornay has pitted just yet because of that 48 seconds deficit to Christian Rajnot. Unless, of course, Christian really is doing this badly. Oh, I can see the Audi losing it again. Did it? Nope, did not. Does get by, but is struggling on the mountain. Now 50 seconds separates himself and Duploy, and it seems as though he's not going to be able to reclaim that position here. From Duploy. So Kale and Tavar are just gonna go at it as teammates as Kale goes ahead, and they're racing pretty aggressively here against each other's teammates. But at this point, it might just be all fun and games for them. As 12 minutes remain here in this session, ladies and gentlemen. John Green is back on the pressure from Kurt Moss here for the lead of the race in the GT3 classification. Meanwhile, Joshua Brady pits from third position rather. And Michael McName goes back into third. We can see clouds getting darker around here. Right on the cusp here now is Kurt Moss, and he's got Javon Taylor ahead of him, who doesn't decide whether he goes left or right. John Green having to come across him now. Kurt Moss wants to pull out, he wants to go to that inside line, and he gets it on the break, and he goes in. Maurice Bendit go neck and neck almost. Great stuff here from the duo. I don't believe that Bentley is well. John might have overworked the tires here. And Kurt Moss is just going to place that pressure on even more. Look at it. The Bentley cannot grip as best as the Mercedes through that section, and he's being forced to eat up the curbing here once more. Oh, almost loses the rear end there into the dipper. Out through Forrest elbow, and John Green is going to be happy that he's finally off that mountain as 10 minutes sees us. Can the Jamaican trump the Guyanese here at Mount Panorama? It's getting dangerously close to the end. And that usually means it's going to be dangerously desperate here for quite a few of them. Oh, he runs it wide! Kurt Moss gets up alongside him now. He's going to bring that car on the inside and into turn one. He sets it up nicely. He's even got a back marker ahead of him for good measure. And he goes back into the lead of this race. Well done by the Jamaican. He goes back into the lead of this race, and that Bentley has got more issues than not to worry about here with 9 minutes left on the clock. You can hear how heavy this car is to get back on the power through the mountain section on the climb. What a pass there by Kurt Moss. Even with the back marker ahead of him, he managed that to perfection. The Jamaican reclaiming the lead of this race over the Guyanese. Kurt Moss is in a league of his own. Oh, he touches the wall! Both of them touch the wall! And now John Green is well back into contention here for the lead of this race. He's letting that Bentley stretch his legs. And they go neck and neck down Conrad Strait now. He gets back into the lead of this race. Oh, they collide! John Green messing up that exit there, getting all shaken, and now Kurt Moss got into the back of him, and the Bentley is now 3 seconds away from that top spot. Here, Michael McName, they're calling out suspension damage. So Joshua Brady does have another opportunity here. Where is Joshua? He's now down the midsection of Conrad Strait, and Michael McName is on the penultimate turn with 4 minutes left on the clock, 4.5 minutes. Joshua's got an opportunity here at a podium position. He's just got to hold on here, the Jamaican. As Michael is nursing this car, you can see him having very, very difficult time there. As who was that? Matthew Titus missing his braking point. We got a really good look at the McLaren 720S though. One beautiful piece of machinery. He's gonna have to wait until he gets back on the track though, as he just cannot come back onto the racing line there to disrupt anyone. But like I was saying, Joshua Brady's got an opportunity here. 16 seconds and 3.5 minutes or so. Can he get it done? That's a bit of a long shot, I'd say. Meanwhile, John Green is not decreasing that time there to Kurt Moss, but he doesn't even need to, because his race is not against Kurt Moss, it's against Oswin Wilson. Joshua Brady looking quite comfortable here through this section. McPhillamy Park, it's called. Oh no! He loses the rear end. He cannot even get it under control, does he? Joshua Brady, what is this? Tokyo Drift? What a beautiful display of car handling here by the Jamaican. 10 seconds now separates him from Michael Mann. He does touch the wall right there. He does touch the wall. He's going to lose some time. Already back to 11 seconds now. But Michael is suffering. He's down Conrad Strait. You can see him in and out of that suspension damage. You can see him. He's just trying to hold on here now. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Well, John Green does get within 2 seconds here of Kurt Moss as Kurt Moss sees Jaden Harrison as backmarker traffic. Oh boy. Oh boy. 1.7 seconds almost, and it's coming through to the section where the Bentley is strongest. The entire sector 3 to 1, I'd say. The Bentley is dominant. Meanwhile, Brady is under 10 seconds, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough, I suppose, with just 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. Tavar Clark comes in the way of John Green here. He gets over him. And when they cross the line, oh, he just overshoots his break-in point. He's going to lose even more time now, John. And they've got just 1 lap remaining. Lost it. He's not going to be able to regain this time. It's already at 2.6 seconds. And Kurt Moss, I do believe, had an outstanding race today, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for the Jamaican. As long as he can hold on here to the final 2 sectors. 3, 2, 1, 0. That is it. Race is over when he gets across the line. He's going to claim the king of Bathurst here at CSRO because he has won. Oh! Who is that at the end there? Does stay out of the way for Kurt Moss though. 1.7 seconds, 1.6 seconds here. John Green is getting dangerously close here. Oh, Kurt runs it really tight into Forrest's elbow. But John is going to oversteer that car on exit. And I'm sorry, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Kurt Moss is going to win this one. 1.2 seconds. 1.1 seconds.
Sorry.
Where is this going? It's going to go Jamaica. For at least the king of Bathurst. But it's going to go to Guyana. For the championship here in the GT3 classification. Kurt Moss is going to be the king of Mount Panorama. Great run there, guys. Bring it down to turn 1 for me, please. Turn 1, thank you. John Green is going to bring it home in 2nd position. Oswin Wilson is going to come in 3rd. Rene Duploy, unfortunately, he was right there. Where's Wallace? Wallace is saying, come on, man, come on. Christian Rajna is going to claim that 5th position. And then, of course, the top 3. I'm trying to get around quickly for me, please.
Come on, man.
Okay, we still got guys racing. I'm sorry.
I have suspension damage. Olympian, man.
So it's going to be Raw Pratap, Jaden Harrison, who's already crossed the line, and then Michael McName, who we knew that had that. Unfortunately, Brady didn't even have an opportunity here because I'm not sure what had happened there at the ending. But he's going to claim that 3rd position here, Michael McName. According to my timing charts, at least he almost touches the wall there.
Yes, man.
Good job there, buddy. Just bring it down to turn 1 with the rest of the guys for me. Thank you. Raw Pratap, do the same. right, I'm going to start with Michael McName. Not sure how you got that suspension damage, but you managed to hold on. It was about 10 seconds that separated yourself from Joshua Brady there at the end. Talk us through that one. And how did you get the suspension damage?
It was for sector 2. I got the suspension damage. I made sort of an error. I kind of lost control in the rear end and made contact with the wall, and I got to some suspension damage. But however, it was a great race overall. Never thought I would have been on the podium again, because since I pitted and Joshua overtook me, but I tried the undercut on him and I guess it worked out. But great race overall, and I'm really glad I'm on the podium with suspension damage. This is awesome.
Indeed, true. That was crazy holding on there to the end of the race there. And coming in second position was Jaden Harrison. Good run by you here to claim that one. How was it?
Alright, so on the I had some issues. Lap one, I got hit, but that wasn't a problem. I came back up and I just fought for the second place. Me and Raul kind of got caught up. Depending on our pitch strategies, we had a nice little battle there. Really enjoyed it, and overall good race.
All right, well, thanks a lot there, Jaden Harrison. Raw per tab. What an outstanding fight here you've had through this entire series, and congratulations to you. As it stands, you will be the champion of the GT4 classification.
Yeah, that was that was a tough race because my wrists is hurting me right now. That mountain is a tough cookie to conquer. But yeah, great race. I enjoyed that fight with Jaden. That was really nice. But all in all, I'm glad I won the championship. I'm a bit sad my teammate wasn't here, but all in all, good race.
Most definitely. And I want to say those who did win this race are being crowned the king of batters here at CSRO. So you've got that title. Earn it. You've earned it. All right. So we move on now to Oswin Wilson. Man, Oswin, you know, a lot of these guys here in CSRO have been rooting for you. I myself were rooting for you today, and it just went away from you. That Bentley's just too strong.
Not really. I think I could hold off John for a bit, but to get caught up passing some of the GT4s, and that is why John got passed. But and then after John made his pit stop, I came out the pits and I was behind the. I keep catching the GT4s at some terrible spots. I couldn't really get by, so John keep opening the gap to me. So there was nothing I could do. But I was just cheering our court so he could take away some of the points from John because I didn't know was the standings that I didn't know was the points count. So I just wanted Court to win and take away as much points as possible from John.
I did hear you urging Kurt on indeed, but nevertheless at the end Kurt did manage to take some points away, but it was just not enough there for you. And then of course John Green is going to be crowned. I should say once again, actually, he's going to be crowned in a title here at CSRO on the auspices of the GT.
Stefan, quick.
Go ahead.
I think I still won the championship because I was 10 points ahead.
I'm seeing here from calculations that was given to me, it was
That is
7
correct.
points that was needed.
No,
We'll have to look at it at the ending of it. In any case, we do go over these as officials and put out official standings on our Instagram page. So thanks a lot for that correction. We're going to have it looked at again. All right. So as I was saying there, John Green getting into that second position. We still got to look after the points here, but this seemed like a very challenging race for you. What was going on with that car towards the end?
The car was fine. It was a tough race for sure. I knew where the Bentley was fast, and I guess Kurt and everyone knew where the Bentley was slow onto the brake, and so, yeah, it was a tight race. There were so many points where the GT4 car just got in front of Kurt and Oswin, and I, just allowed me to catch them back. because I was just trying to get those tires up. They take a really long time to get hot. So, but yeah, and then when you're in the lead, the minute you see a, a GT4 car, because you can't ask them to move out the way, right? Because they're racing. But it actually was really challenging. I love the race. It was interesting. I think we definitely have to discuss some stuff after the race with the contact. But for sure, it was one of the best races I had.
All right. As we move on now to the man of the hour here, it's Kurt Moss. Kurt, what an outstanding drive, man. And even through the pit stops, we thought it might have been over there as you had about 3 seconds in hand to John Green, but you did indeed conquer the mountain today. Talk us through that one.
Man, I'm so stressed right now and sweaty. I need to go get a good shower, bro. Like this, this was one of the most stressful races I've ever had, but it was a good one. And I must commend the GT4 guys for the most part. Surprisingly, at one of the worst tracks to deal with traffic, that they behaved quite well for the most part. There's not no real incident that I can really complain too much about. So kudos to the GT4 guys. You guys did an awesome job, man. I have to commend you. So yeah, that's about it, man.
Just tell us quickly the ending there. Were you in the zone? I believe we just saw an animal come alive there towards the end of that race.
Well, I went on to the softs for the end of the race, so I was like more confident going into the corners. I could dive all the way down, and yeah, the Benz is just really good on cornering. So and the braking is just excellent. So I was just confident in the car, even though it had a lot of damage. It was really running good, man. And that Bentley is no joke on that straight line speed.
Most definitely, we did see that a lot there. John being able to stretch the legs on that Bentley and get away. But you are the king of Mount Panorama here at CSRO. I'm going to say, just as I said to Rob Tab, you've earned it. Enjoy it. And thank you guys
Thanks, man.
all for coming out here today and racing with us once again. We will take a short recess, about a month or so, 4 weeks to be exact, and come back with a new series. It's going to be the Caribbean Formula Series. Not sure if we're going to go straight to a Formula One car or we're going to do an experiment once again with the Formula 2s as we did
Connor,
in the
you
past.
ready for your bath? Let's go.
I can't still Kurt there. That's all right.
Oh, sorry.
So, yeah, so are we going to go back to the Formula 2s? That was quite entertaining when we went to Baku. And if you want to check that out, you can actually see it on our YouTube channel there. Oh, before you leave, do remember to hit that like and subscribe button with the notification bell to know when we go live again. But most importantly, check the links in our description for our Instagram, Facebook, and website to stay in contact with us through our recess. All right. I'm going to take a short break here now. I'm going to leave you guys because I know you guys want to get on talking about the race there. I'm going to get out of here and close off the stream. So just give me about 5 seconds.